Billionaire Washington Post owner Jeff Bezos defending his decision to scrap the paper's decades-long history of presidential endorsement as principled, while admitting the timing may not have been ideal. The paper has been in damage control ever since the announcement late last week that it would not endorse any presidential candidate this election cycle or going forward. That move less than 2 weeks before the election and has led to a wave of resignations. And by some estimates, nearly 10% of the Post's 2.5 million subscribers now canceling their subscriptions. So let's bring in NewsNation's Joe Khalil, who is live outside of the Washington Post building. Joe, is there any indication that this explanation from Bezos will help calm the backlash?
Well, backlash, certainly an understatement at this point. Nichole, as you mentioned, 200,000 subscribers have already canceled their subscriptions since this decision came down. It's not clear whether Jeff Bezos, the owner of the paper, has stemmed the bleeding yet, but he certainly has tried to at least explain his rationale. Last night, publishing what he called an owner's note in the op-ed section and circulated widely this morning, where he basically makes the argument that he thinks newspapers have been undermined because of political bias and people have lost faith in them. He says here in part, no undecided voters in Pennsylvania are going to say, I'm going with newspaper A's endorsement. None. What presidential endorsements actually do is create a perception of bias, a perception of non-independence. Ending them is a principled decision, and it's the right one. Now, Bezos did go on to say he wishes his decision came earlier in the election cycle rather than 2 weeks before Election Day, because he understands that timing in itself might have the appearance of a politically motivated decision when emotions are charged up over the election. Now, Vice President Harris was asked about this non-endorsement, largely seen as a slight to her because I think it's no secret the Washington Post almost certainly would have endorsed Kamala Harris over Donald Trump. This is what she said on the Breakfast Club just this morning.
You know, Charlamagne, it's disappointing, no doubt. But the other piece of it is, it gets back to my point about who is Donald Trump, because he is the one, right, who is up for election with me. And, you know, I think that some of your listeners, they know and others may not, which is that, look, it's billionaires in Donald Trump's club. That's who's in his club.
So, Nichole, look, for well over a century, papers in the United States have been endorsing political candidates. So Bezos' decision does break a long tradition. He thinks, though, and has argued, this is the way to get back some of, the faith in his paper that he says has been lost. Now, obviously, many of his subscribers don't agree with that. Many of his staff does not agree with that, because take a look here at the fallout. We already talked about 200,000 cancellations, but you've also got an editor at large and 2 columnists who have quit the paper and 3 members of the editorial board who have also stepped down. They still remain at the paper, however. Now, on the other side of the aisle there from Kamala Harris, you got former President Trump, who has largely viewed this and has talked about this as a win for himself, as the non-endorsement of Kamala Harris rather than the decision not to make an endorsement at all. So Bezos there clearly, set off what appears to be a pretty big firestorm within his own newsroom.
Absolutely. All right, Joe Khalil live for us there in D.C. Thank you, Joe. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find News Nation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.